Okay, everybody, I'm about to get started. First, I want to thank you all for being here and listening to me talk about public speaking and the importance of communication for my final. I appreciate all of you ladies being here. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So every day as a society, we thrive off communication and its benefits. And you can see this. You can look around, look at the plants, and see how it communicates for its needs to be able to be fed. And you can look down at the phone and see how we use it every day to communicate with others. But not only that, but those phones communicate with cell towers to be able to even function in order for us to use them. And all while itself, communication is a huge part of our world. So today I'm going to focus on verbal communication and nonverbal communication in an interpersonal and interactive relationship. So first off, let's talk about the differences between interpersonal and interactive relationships. And sorry if you cannot see my hands. Okay. Anyways, interpersonal relationships is a relationship with an individual, a one-on-one relationship, whereas an interactive relationship is what we have going on here. It's a small group. It's a Facebook post instead of an instant message privately. And that's kind of the difference. Verbal communication is what I'm doing now. It's speaking. And nonverbal communication is like body language, eye movement, eye contact, sitting up straight, which I'm attempting to do now. And so both of them, in my opinion, is equally important in communication. So let's talk about verbal communication. Verbal communication is key to any type of relationship. Actually, you always hear that saying, communication is key, and I believe that is also true. I'm going to be using my interpersonal relationship with my fiance, Joel, as an example. You all, ladies all know Joel. We try to communicate to each other on the daily, and sometimes we are successful, and there's obviously always room to grow. But I can tell him something, and he almost do the complete opposite. And this might not be crucial now, but it could be so crucial when we have children. And so whenever he does this, it's so hard to be able to not get mad at him, but I have to understand that part of this could be me and my communication skills and how I communicated that. So when you're talking to somebody verbally, it is key to have your points, ready to go and know what you're trying to get across to somebody. As far as nonverbal communication goes, it's also equally as important. If I'm trying to tell a sad story, but I'm smiling and laughing, you're gonna be very confused at my situation. So another example with Joel in an interpersonal relationship would be, if I'm mad at Joel, but I'm acting like everything's okay, he's not going to know. But if I'm acting like everything's okay, and I'm telling him I'm not mad, but I've got my arms crossed, and I'm just mad, and I'm just agitated, I keep shaking my head and rolling my eyes, he's going to know that something's wrong because he's reading my nonverbal communication, my body language. So, it's just super important that we work on communication at all times, and that we hone these skills and, work on getting our point across clearly and work on speaking clear and loud, all while also holding yourself up straight, making eye contact when possible, showing. And so this is just a little bit of tidbit that I was going to share with you guys, in one of my classes, and I'm not sure if it's even this class, honestly, at this point, with it being finals week, but I learned about a model called the LACE model, and a lady named Elizabeth DeShauger talks about the LACE model in one of our textbooks, and it is just so cool because, you don't think about it, and it sounds like such a simple thing, and really, we miss some steps. LACE stands for listening, A stands for acting, connecting, and then engaging. And that's crucial because first you have to listen to what they're saying, and you have to understand that, and then you have to connect that in your brain, what they're saying, like, oh, that makes sense. And then you have to engage properly, not with just verbal, but also nonverbal. communication. You don't want to show disinterest when you're interested in something, and vice versa. So, communication is vital in every living thing in our society. Today I chose to speak on a specific relationship, and that's because I'm familiar with it. So I hope that you learn from these skills that I've shared with you, as well as me every day. There's always room to improve. I'm not the best. And, due to COVID-19, I'm doing a Zoom meeting, and I've never done this before, so this is stretching me, it's challenging me, and I'm sure it wasn't perfect, so I apologize for that in advance. But, we have to learn, and so I'm kind of preaching to the choir. I hope that you learn these skills and are better to hone them. And I will too. I'm going to work on these skills as well, and I think this class has really stretched me to be able to do so. And so I just hope that you ladies work on these skills and take this to heart, and just know how important communication is in everyday life. And I'll be praying for you ladies, and thank you so much for listening.